Time as you know, let it go with the flow. Make a golden play out of every day as the tick tick tock from the clock is never ending.
Hello, this is Clementine from Visions of Atlantis and Exit Eden, and you're listening to That Metal Interview podcast.
Metal interview.
Time as you know, let it go with
A return to the show, we have Clementine Delauney of Visions of Atlantis and Exit Eden, the triple threat female vocal attack. Awesome talent, of course. And we have Clementine promoting Exit Eden's sophomore record, Femmes Fatales, which dropped January 12th of 2024. A brand new album and a brand new start for the girls. So check out their music. And right now we're going to check out the song by the name of Separate Ways, a cover that people know very well from the band Journey, the American 80s, 70s, 80s band Journey. So check it out. This is Exit Eden's version of Separate Ways. Enjoy.
the clock takes its power.
And there you had it. We have Separate Ways, the Journey cover by the three girls, Exit Eden, EXIT-EDEN, Exit Eden. And excuse my voice, I'm a little bit under the weather, but rock metal never dies. And here we are with half of a voice in a full spirit, a full rock spirit. And the three girls that make up Exit Eden are Marina La Torraca, Clementine Delauney, and Anna Brunner. Those are the three girls that make up Exit Eden. And pick up their album, Femmes Fatales, out now on Napalm Records. Purchase it, stream it, and support the girls, right? So, and also they have Visions of Atlantis. They got a brand new recording, Pirates. It came out now as a version with symphony. It's called the Pirates Symphony, so check that out too. That is available for you guys, a Pirates Symphony by the great symphonic band Visions of Atlantis. Enough talking, let's go directly to the interview with Clementine of Visions of Atlantis and Exit Eden. Enjoy. So, very first question, what part of the world are you at and what part of the planet?
Currently in Italy.
Italy, okay. Is that your home?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were in the UK. Okay.
No, not at all.
How's the weather out there? Is it cold?
No, it's not too cold. It's nice. I mean, nice. I'm in the northern part of Italy, so it's... I mean, if I talk in Celsius, I don't know if you would relate, but yeah, it's okay. It's not the coldest winter yet or ever.
Yeah, I'm in Texas. Yeah, we're not used to the cold at all, so...
And you have cold now?
We're about 28 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, I can't relate.
Right. So we have a new Exit Eden record, Femmes Fatales,
Sure.
dropped January 12th. How's the reception so far? How are people reacting to it?
Well, it's just been a weekend, so the diehard fans who remembered the release was Friday listened to the album and really loved it. Some are already sharing they have a favorite. Some are like saying it's growing on them. So far we're receiving a lot of positive feedback and comments, also on the videos after the release of the entire album. So I think so far, like, people are happily enjoying it.
It sounds great. I heard it. Good stuff. How long did it take to make the record from the starting point? Let's say when somebody picked a song to record, and what's the recording time there? About a year or so?
So recording, it's not so long, but the whole process, yeah, it's about a year or something. Yeah.
So what's the
Not back
first...
to back. Sometimes you make it doesn't matter. Yeah.
I'm sorry. So what's the very first song that you chose that you wanted to do?
First song?
Yeah, the very first song you wanted to. Because there's covers in there, and then there's a...
Yeah. So we've been working with our producer, Anis Brown from Kissin' Dynamite, and he's been in charge of like creating the new covers for this record, and also writing the original song. So I cannot tell which track was done first. Maybe it was Kaylee, because I think that we started work on that song right away after the release of the first record, which was like 6 or 7 years ago. So I think Kaylee might have been the very first track that has been in the pipes.
How about the title, Femmes Fatales? I know there was a band in the late 80s, Femme Fatale. Is that because of that band, or is it just something completely different?
It's completely different. I'm not even sure I knew about that band per se. It's more like, it's Femme Fatale as the title, as the album title is connected to, of course, the title track of the record, but also it's a statement as saying like that we are presenting ourselves as a Femme Fatale with that new record and that new approach. So it totally fitted to make that title track being the title of the record.
I spoke to you one time before, maybe like 2 years ago. You explained why your accent it sounds American when you're in Europe, right? So you said you went to school here in the US, or?
No, I had the chance to go to an international high school.
Okay.
So my English teachers were native speakers, and then I listened to a lot of American music, American pop. So maybe that helped, and watching a lot of movies. it's I think easier for some people to pick sort of an American accent compared to the very British one. But yeah, I think I have the typical European English accent. Like if you get people from Germany or from the Scandinavia that speak good English, you will have this kind of accent, which is not purely American because it's not like a native speaker accent anyway, but it's definitely not British.
Sorry about that. Nothing to do with the record, but I have to ask, which is your favorite track here?
It's difficult to say because they're all very it's a very diverse record, and I love what we did on all the tracks. But personally, I have to say that Désenchanté.
Flotter dans l'air, trop lourd, de presque rien qui t'embrûle les mains si je
The French song is very personal and very dear to me because we covered a French artist that I love very much, and I have much respect for her and her career because she's an absolute creative force. So this one does resonate more intimately to me. Then of course I love Femmes Fatales as a track, or even Run, or also Dying in My Dreams touches me a lot.
Very cool. I love the version of Journey you guys did.
someday love will find you. Break those chains that bind you. One night will remind you how we touched and went our separate ways.
I love that.
Thank you.
Separate
Yeah,
ways.
so-
Awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Do you guys flip a coin in the studio, or does the producer tell you, you know what, you're gonna do this verse, and Marina's gonna do this verse, this the chorus, and this and that?
No, it's a producer. He's an amazing musician, and he can picture someone's voice over a specific musical part. So he was able to say, that's Marina's part, that's Anna's part, that's Clemmy's part. So there was no fight, and it was very good that someone else made those decisions for us, so that we didn't have to try to force ourselves in. You know what I mean? Like, you was like dictating, but in a positive way, who was doing what, and that was very, very, very good.
I take it you guys, the three singers, I take it you guys are good friends. Has there ever been a fight there, like maybe a fist
No.
fight or maybe an argument or something?
Not at all. It's like sometimes we don't agree on some stuff, but we're smart enough to talk through it and to understand the other's perspective. So it's not because it's three women or three singers that it has to be chaos and drama. We hate that, and we're good friends before anything else, actually.
You mentioned a French song in French. Is this the first time you do French, or have you done that before?
Yeah, totally. No, it's the really first time that I had to record myself singing in French and in a professional environment, or like to record myself in French. Actually, was the first time ever. So that was kind of a challenge and intimidating for me because it's not my comfort zone. Even if it's my main language, my mother tongue, it doesn't mean that it's easy to apprehend and to tame for a song. So that was definitely a unique experience for me.
So that means you're not fluent on it? So how did you, wow, that must have been a challenge right there.
No, I'm fluent in French. It's my mother tongue. It's more like
Okay.
it's the way it sounds, the way you place the sound in your, like you don't place the sound the same whether you talk in French or whether you talk in English. So
Wow.
it doesn't resonate the same. Yeah. So that's the reason why I can have an accent even if I am a native speaker, is because I place the sound the way I'm talking in a very different way. Otherwise, it would sound exactly like this. This is the way French people talk. So you hear the difference?
Yeah. Wow, that's challenging. I wish I could
Yeah.
speak another language. How many more languages do you speak?
I'm learning Italian, so I'm getting better every day with it. I'm using the wonderful app that is called Duolingo, that makes you learn language by kind of playing a game. So it's really cool. I mean, it's all around the language, but it's done in a very very engaging and playful way. So if you ever want to learn a language, I totally recommend to use Duolingo. Otherwise, I used to speak a bit of Spanish, but I haven't used it for a while, so it kind of
Okay.
yeah.
Wow,
I've
cool.
lost it.
I'll look into it. Wow, very cool. I'll see if I can learn some French. Next time you come to Texas, I'll speak to you in French.
All right.
So Marco Yatala did guest vocals on here. How did that come about, the collaboration? Did you guys know Marco already?
No, we did not, but it was an absolute dream at first. When the song was written, Alice was like, "Oh wow, this bridge! I would love to see Marco sing it." Like you could picture Marco's voice on that part. And from a dream, that became concrete when he reached out to Napalm Records with that idea. And Napalm was like, "Wow, it's a great idea. It would be a great addition for a song. Let's talk to him. Let's see what Marco says." And Marco agreed. Like, I think he really liked the song itself and the idea of being part of a video. So in the end, it was easy to have him on board as long as the material was to his taste.
Yeah, sounds great. Can you talk about A Little Sacrifice cover, The Witcher?
Oh yeah, sure. What do you want to know about it?
Where did this come from? The song and all that, the cover, the decision behind that to record that.
It's very easy. I watched this episode in the last season, and they normally have a nice song over the credits of each episode. And when that one started, I was really like, I couldn't pause it. Like normally I don't always listen to the credit song, but this one touched me, and I was like, wow, this is so beautiful. And it's a song, about a lover and a siren. So it has kind of it can recall Visions of Atlantis' universe. And I thought it would be nice to just never cover on my own.
Yes,
because sometimes I'm like, I don't want to make another cover of the same that everyone does. And I really like that song, and that was it. Like with Michele from Visions, he also found a nice challenge to completely rebuild the instrumentation, like the instrumental parts, because you cannot find the karaoke version of that song online. And so he reproduced as much as he could the song, like the instrumental version, and we had fun recording it and making a video of it. That was a very nice
sounds cool
project.
Yeah. So changing gears here, you guys have a new Visions of Atlantis record, Pirates Symphony. It's not a new record exactly, but it's a new recording, right? Where did you guys record this?
So it's not a recording; it's the orchestral version of the last album, Pirates. So it is our last record, but it's not the last record. It's just the orchestral parts, without the singing, without the instrument. It's like just the orchestra, not the band. So we didn't have to re-record anything. We just took the orchestra alone and made a record out of it, because it's very beautiful, and a lot of people, when they listen to Pirates, were like, "Oh, I would love an instrumental version of the album."
Yeah, it's cool. A treat for the fans for sure.
Totally.
So, any plans for a new recording for Visions in the future?
Yeah, we're working on it at the moment.
Really? Wow. Cool insight right there.
Yeah.
I saw an interview where you mentioned Evanescence and Nightwish as a couple of bands for inspiration, right? Are those your only inspirations, or you got a bunch of other bands you can point the finger to?
I have plenty of inspiration.
Right.
Since I'm listening to music since I'm a child. My dad is a huge vinyl collector. He has like over 1,000 vinyls. So all I can say is that I've been surrounded with music since I'm little, and everything inspires me consciously or unconsciously. I love to be a part of Exit Eden because my first love was pop music, and the fact that we did pop songs into a metal version, I had the feeling like two parts of myself that never finally met, because people oppose pop and metal so much, and yet they don't realize how much they're similar in their structure and in the melodies. Anyway, I listen to a lot of different music styles, and a lot of bands have been inspiring me throughout my career and my path in metal. But it's like it would be I can't give you names, but it's I don't know if is that really names you want?
No, that's fine. I was just asking. There's others. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to judge. It's more like people, artists, and we're constantly influenced by what's going on around us, by the music you listen to. So it's not like like I'm taking inspiration from anyone. That would be trying to be someone you're not. But I'm influenced by all the music I've been listening to. It shaped my sense for music, my taste, my own style, you know, consciously or unconsciously. The best is when it's unconscious, and if it's unconscious, then it's hard to say who influenced me, because I can't tell who influenced what exactly.
Exactly right.
If I could be able to say, oh yeah, I'm very influenced by this artist, then it would be obvious in my art that I try to imitate those, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I try as an artist to detach as much as I can from obvious influences, because artists, they want to be unique, not copycats most of the time,
Exactly right.
like real artists. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to different clubs and restaurants where there's karaoke and people are literally imitating the artist, right? When they sing their own versions, and I completely understand that. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Exit Eden, the first record came out in 2017. Why the long wait? Is it the pandemic or?
It's a combination of factors. The pandemic for sure didn't help at all. But the most part is that we had to change partners, record labels, and management, and it took quite a while to find a new deal and to seal it, and then put back on track a working team around Exit Eden, and yeah. So then, and then of course it took time to create that record, time to record it. It was recorded, like I recorded my parts in February 2022.
Okay.
And then the actual release was postponed so that it could come out at a good time frame to catch more attention. So yeah, it could have been released earlier, but record label chose to postpone it. So all of that accumulated, created that gap of time between the two records.
Some people know that you're vegan. Some people don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you maintain that on the road, Clemmy? The road is full of McDonald's and Burger Kings and all that. How do you do that? How do you maintain it?
Well, I don't eat at McDonald's and Burger Kings. And as toward the US, I know this is not the only franchises that you have over there.
Right.
So right. So no, nowadays in most parts of the world, it's easy to find at least good vegetarian options. And when it's so like vegan sometimes get challenging, because some places they don't know how to cook without cheese or without some cream or without anything that, like bread made with milk or butter or else. So
Yeah.
absolutely pure vegan on the road, depending on where I go, it's not always doable, and I have to put my health first. But vegetarian for sure. But this is our exception. Like most of the time in the US, we buy food at Walmart and we cook on our tour bus, and we are able to create our own dish, and there is absolutely possible to make very good vegan dishes. There are nice alternatives for meat and cheese that make cooking easy and all. And so yeah. I never struggle to feed myself without harming the animals and the planet too much when I'm on tour. And then when I'm touring Europe, it's even easier because they provide catering both for lunch and dinner.
Okay.
And they have to respect our tour rider, and on it it's written that we need vegan food, so it's a no-brainer.
Speaking of the U.S., when are you guys coming back with Visions, and can we expect Exit Eden sometime?
So we're coming back with Corpiclani in April, with Visions of Atlantis. We can find the tour dates on our websites and on our social media as well. Exit Eden, for now, we are trying to plan the next tour or concerts in 2025.
How about Latin America? Can we expect you guys South America or Mexico?
Exit Eden?
Both bands.
Well, Visions just did a South American tour in autumn last year, so we're gonna wait a little while before we come back there.
Yeah.
And Exit Eden, as I said, no touring plans before 2025.
What's next on your agenda today, Clemmy? More interviews and you guys, any type of rehearsals or anything? What is the day like for you today?
Yeah, more interviews. and then planning a lot of things to share on social media regarding the release of our new album with the Exit Eden, and planning the videos for the video shoot for Visions of Atlantis, and working on the new outfits and the new visual universe for the band, and starting to plan rehearsals as we have the first show in March, and we want to start working on the new songs that we want to play live. So yeah, that's quite a lot on the plate.
Yeah, you got a full plate there. Before I let you go, would you like to send a message to your fans listening?
Well, I would like to thank everybody who's been talking to us about Exit Eden and asking and wanting more material during that period of time where nothing was happening. You know, the last years where even us had no idea whether the band would go on or be completely put on standby. We had people writing us, talking to us at concert, telling us that they missed the band and they would love to hear some more. And honestly, this is very supportive and heartwarming, because we do music for us, but we also need to share it with others. And when we sensed that there was still a desire to see more of Exit Eden from the people, this was really giving like blowing some wind into our wings and supporting us in that difficult time where we didn't know what would happen. So thank you so much to everybody, and also thank you to all of you guys who've already purchased Femmes Fatales. This really helps us when you do that during the first week or before it's released. It sends good sign to the world around us.
Very cool. Thank you for your time, Clemmy. You're a great person. You're down to earth, and you're not a big-headed rock star. You're cool. You're a cool person, and I appreciate your time. And I'll put the links for people to buy and purchase the record. So thank you for your time. We'll see you in Texas soon.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you so much.
A reminder to download, purchase, share Exit Eden's brand new album, sophomore release, that is, Femmes Fatales. Support Clementine and the girls by going to the merch booths wherever you find Visions of Atlantis or Exit Eden, right, for that matter. So as far as the podcast, thank you guys for supporting the podcast on YouTube or your favorite way of listening to podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, blah, blah, blah. We appreciate it. Thank you for your support and downloading and sharing your favorite episode and conversation with your favorite rock metal artist. Excuse my voice one more time. A little bit under the weather. The rock metal never dies. So anyways, don't forget to keep it metal.
That metal interview.